Bismillah ar-Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. This session focuses on the background, approach, and theory behind neuro-linguistic programming. I hope and expect by the end of this session, you would be able to understand what is NLP or neuro-linguistic programming, what is its origin and background, and what is the theory that works behind this. Well, my dear students, NLP or neuro-linguistic programming refers to a training philosophy and set of training techniques first developed by John Grindler and Richard Bandler in the mid-1970s, and it was actually presented as an alternative form of therapy. As far as Grindler is concerned, he was a psychologist and Bandler was a student of linguistics. Both of them were interested in how people influence each other and in how the behaviors of very effective people could be duplicated when it comes to communication. Of course, they were essentially interested in discovering how successful communicators achieve success in their communication. For this purpose, they studied successful therapists and concluded that they followed similar patterns in relating to their clients and in the language they used, and that they all had similar sets of beliefs that were working behind this. Based on what they studied in the language use or the linguistic behavior of these therapists, they developed NLP as a system of techniques or as a system of ways that the therapists could use in building rapport with their clients, gathering information about their internal as well as their external view of the world, and thus helping them achieve their goals by bringing some personal change in their personalities. In fact, NLP is a collection of those techniques and of patterns and of strategies for assisting effective communication, of personal growth, of change for better in behavior, and it is based on a series of underlying assumptions or a set of beliefs about how the human mind works and how people act and how they interact and how they react to other people. Neuro-linguistic programming was not developed with any applications to language teaching in mind. The main purpose was to help people develop their linguistic behavior. But as the assumptions of NLP refer to the attitudes to life, to people and to self-discovery, and as it deals with self-awareness and self-consciousness, it had, of course, some appeal within language teaching to humanistic approaches. Because what it believes in is that one's sense of self-actualization is important, and it is through this that we can achieve success. As far as the approach and theory behind neuro-linguistic approach is concerned, the name neuro-linguistic programming might lead one think that it is based on the science of neurolinguistics, plus it draws on some behavioristic theories. But in reality, in NLP, neuro refers to beliefs about the brain and how it functions. When we study the literature on NLP, we would find that it does not refer to the theory or research in neurolinguistics. Research plays, actually, I would say, virtually no role as such in NLP. As far as the linguistic part of neurolinguistic term is concerned, linguistics here has nothing to do with language linguistics. It rather refers to the theory of communication. As far as the third part, that is programming, is concerned, it is observable patterns and it refers to programs of thought, observable patterns of thought, or observable patterns of human behavior or attitude. In fact, my dear students, Ravel and Norman, they gave some explanation of the name of this neuro-linguistic programming theory. To them, the neuro part of NLP is concerned with how we experience the world through our five senses and how we represent it in our minds through our neurological processes. As far as the linguistic part is concerned, they were of the view that in NLP, it is concerned with the way the language we use for shapes that shapes as well as reflects our experiences of the world. So it's a two-way process where the neuro part would deal with forming or giving shape to our views of the world, and the linguistic part would be representing it through language. According to them, we use language in thought as well as in speech, and to represent the world to ourselves and to embody our beliefs about the world and about our life. So if we change the way we speak and think about things, we can change our behavior. Now, this is an important aspect of this approach. Language reflects what we think. Language presents and represents what we believe in. So they believe that if we change the language that we use, we can change our behavior as well. So if we change the way we speak and the things that we talk about, we can change our behavior, we can change our attitude, and we can also use language to help other people who want to change. As far as the programming part of NLP is concerned, with trainings, it is concerned with the training of one's self, training ourselves to think, speak, and act in new and positive ways in order to release our potential and reach those heights of achievements which we want to achieve or which previously we were unable to achieve. So mainly the theory behind this particular way of teaching language is that by changing your linguistic choices, you can change your behavior towards life, towards yourself, and towards the world around you, and thus you can perform better in the world, and you can achieve whatsoever you want to achieve.